In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a PACS program called Clinical PowerPACS. So we've got a few patient studies in here already. I just sent one over from our LGDR system of a animal, and it was a dog by the name of Roxy. So as you can see, we can double click and we can open it up. We've got our two images side by side. If I double click, we're going to have just one image to look at. Up here we can play with the mouse buttons and which functions are controlled by the mouse clicks. So if you click on this, you can see that right now it's selected, and that tool is going to be to select the images. You could change it around and have it be the pan or the window and leveling. You could even have it click and make measurements for you. It's up to you, whatever works for you, but you can customize the left click, the right click, the middle, and then if you click here, you got a bevy of tools you can play with. So we've got shutters, magnifications, we've got pseudo colors, texts, different types of angles, toolboxes, like the measurement toolbox. If I click this, it opens up a toolbox of some simple measurement tools. I can do a distance, angles, Cobb angle, IM angle. We can do areas, different types of areas, density along a line, histogram. You can put in just free text annotations, so let's just say test, and we'll say OK. And I can make that text bigger or smaller, whatever I might like. I can move it around if I click the M button. I can erase it all, get rid of everything I just did. If you're going to be doing line measurements, you can do units of millimeters, pixels, inches, centimeters. Very simple to change. When you're making these annotations, you can either erase them all, you can erase the last one. There's also a calibration feature that isn't commonly used, but for specialty applications it's there for you. So, I mean, up in our tools we've got a lot of different things that are very common to a lot of DICOM viewers. Let's say you wanted to export an image. So let's say I wanted to export this whole series. I can export this to, any folder on my desktop, and it'll export these as JPEGs. I could also export them as bitmap, DICOM, TIFF, or JPEG. So you've got some options there with regards to exporting images for other uses, whether it be attaching them to emails and sending them off to others for overreads, or if you want to import them into an EMR or practice management system. Let's see. We can stack up our images so that we can see them off to the side here, so you know how many images are in your exam. Toggle between them. You could also change the way that they're oriented, and you can have as many images on one screen as you want. So I mean, if you had as many as 8 images, you could see them all on this one screen here. So a very flexible viewer. It's got a help manual built right into it. So let's say you go in here and someone's already got study note listed. So if I click on study note and we want to just say, I'm just trying to find something good. So then we just say study notes, annotations, and GSPS. If I click on this, it says using viewer tools to make annotations, and here you'll get a pictorial guide that'll walk you through step by step how these little functions are done. So the built-in help manual is a very nice tool for these viewers. Let's see. So some of the functionality too, it's nice. You've got menu-driven tools across the top. You've got another menu over here to the side, and then if you're on an image itself and you right-click, you'll see you've got a lot of tools as well. So really it's a lot of the same tools, but just different ways to access them. So across the top, over here, or if I just did a right click, I can start to play with things. I can do horizontal flips and everything just from this menu by doing a right click. So depending on how you like to work, you can do a lot of different things. So let's say you get in and you've played around too much, you just hit the reset button and you've got everything you want. Let's see. I can also close out of that with a right click as well. So this is your main work list. You can sort it or filter it by the patient name, by the accession number. You can look at it by just today, unlimited days. If you're looking for somebody who's been in before, you want to open it up to the highest possible date frame. So if you're looking to find somebody in here, let's say you want to find somebody named Smith who'd been in before. I want to find Howie Smith. So I type in Smith. It's going to pare down this list for me, and I can find Howie right here. Here's his x-rays. He had come in on October 10th of 2020. So we open up his image. We can see what he's got going on here. And then if you took more images today, they'd all be put in these different folders. So if he comes in and we do a new series today, we can actually look at those images as well as put these other new ones side by side. So if we were to do a new set of images today, all we would really need to do is come in, select the ones we want to see, and if I were just to select multiples, I could open up all of these at once. It's only these two images in this practice piece, but if there were images from today as well as 6 months ago or a year ago, I could look at those all side by side in this viewer. Some of the other nice things about the Clinical Power PACS interface is that it's very click-driven, right-click driven. So let's say, let's get rid of this search here and go back to normal and sort it back up just to today so we can look at this one. So if I look at this one and I do a right-click, just with a right-click I can make a CD, and the CD tray will pop open, and I can put in a DVD or a CD, and it'll burn the image on there, any images that are available in this folder, along with a simple viewer to look at. If I just click display, I'll open it up in the viewer. If I right click on it again, I can send images off. So if I've got different DICOM destinations I want to send images to from the PACS, I can send them off. So say you got another viewer in another area, or you like to send images out for overreads or anything else, you can right click and just send it off to there. Also with a right click I can change patient information. So let's say Roxy wasn't spelled with a Y, it was spelled with an IE. I make that change, I click exit. Now Roxy's in there the way that the owner would want that named. So just some of the nice things we can do with the Clinical Power PACS. There's also some settings for some setup that we'll get into in other videos, but a lot of good functionality, a nice cost-effective PACS. It's a web-based PACS. It offers you unlimited concurrent user licenses, unlimited modality types for connections, and it's an unlimited storage. So our typical configuration with a PACS like this would be to put it on a 4 terabyte RAID 1 tower. So that's 2 4 terabyte drives, one mirrored by the other. In case you were to lose a drive, you'd have all your information on the other drive. So that's how Taiba Enterprises configures and sets up these PACS. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach us. We're happy to answer questions anytime.